How we doing, folks? Welcome back to Heavy Duty Country. Hope everyone's having a great week. So every once in a while we get a fairy who gets on his platform and wants to talk about why guns are worse than nukes. I mean, seriously, think about it. How much are nukes talked about versus guns? We have a president who can't even figure out how to eat an ice cream cone on his own, but he has the launch codes to nukes. But everyone else in the gun control community is worried about an adult, responsible human being having an AR-15. Can we all just think about that for a minute and just see how stupid these people are? I mean, that's really what it is. There's not another word for it. But there's this guy out there named Samuel Schwartz, and apparently his cousin, Alex Shaster, was killed in the Parkland shooting. This is literally his Twitter biography. Now I am dedicated to making sure no other family has to go through what mine did on February 14th, 2018. Can we just stop for a second, please? How many people out there know someone who has either been killed in a drunk driving accident or been seriously injured? I do. I'm sure many of you out there do. It is an extremely common thing, but how often is it focused on? I mean, we really have to start challenging this stuff. How often do you open up the news and the press secretary for Biden's like, you know what? Too many people are drunk driving. So what we're going to have is a little bit of drunk driving control. And no, they don't have that. Why? Because they already have laws in place. And the laws, they are not easy on drunk drivers. You're going to pay up to, at least in Texas, $18,000 in fines. Depending on how bad it is, you'll probably do jail time if it's bad. It's not okay, well, you just don't do it again. No, but people still do it. But instead, all of the left's focus, all of the anti-America people want to talk about gun control.
Hi everyone, my name is Sam Schwartz.
Stick your chest out a little bit, man. Speak with it. I can't hear you.
I'd just like to share with you a brief collection of statistics since our tour Guacathon started on July 3rd. Since we've left Parkland 13 days ago, there have been 45 mass shooting events around this country. 45 mass shootings.
What do you mean by mass shootings? You're saying there were 45 in 9 days? How many of them are gang related? I mean, is that a number that matters? Because we already know the fix to that. Stop killing each other. Pretty simple, right?
The gun violence epidemic in this country, since we've left Parkland on July 3rd, I'm going to say it again, 13 days ago, 1,300 people have paid the price of too many guns being in our communities.
I mean, if it's truly 1,300 people or whatever you said, I want to know how many of them are gang related. And that's pretty much all I have to say on that. You're not selling me on those numbers.
So, Republicans will tell you that the answer to this problem is more guns. We've tried that. We've tried that for 20, 30 years now. My cousin paid the price of that with his life in Parkland. So now it's time to reverse it.
But when you say that we've already tried more guns, I think you're a little bit confused. Do you understand how regulated the Second Amendment is? If you're not, let me give you a few ideas here. We have to go do a background check. If the FBI doesn't want you to have a gun, they can delay you or they can deny you for no fucking reason. They can make up excuses, they can do whatever they want. Secondly, have you ever heard of the ATF? Yeah, the guys who go door to door and try to collect your triggers, your solvent traps, your pistol braces. Yeah, they're up our ass like we're their high school sweethearts. So let's just put it like this. If you really want to try bringing more guns into America, get rid of the laws. Get rid of the laws for 2 months. Every single law. Let every American buy what they want, get as much ammo as they want, and see what happens. Do you think that somehow the criminals are going to be like, okay, now I can go to his house and rob him? If they wanted it, they already had it. The only thing it's going to do is it's going to enable the good guys to get more guns or to get a gun, period. And I'm not just talking about the people with clean criminal records. I'm talking about the people who learned their lesson, who changed their life, who's a good person. Maybe they did some time for a charge that disqualifies them from owning a gun. Do you think people can change? I believe we're human. I believe we have the opportunity to. But no, your advice is to just continue to squeeze us. Continue to squeeze us. Say, you know what, the good guys, Let's just squeeze them all together. Hopefully a few guns fall out as we squeeze them together. And then all the criminals, we don't give a. We're scared of them. We're not going to go after them. So this guy put the title of this video as gun deaths have steadily gone up every single year in the U.S., but Republicans will still have you believe that more guns equals more protection. Did you really put that on there? Okay. All right. With 393 million guns in the U.S., I'm wondering when that will come true. Only 393 million guns in the U.S.?
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket. I myself
buy guns
at least twice a day. Wow.
And you know where the 393 million guns came from? It came from a registry that our federal government is not allowed to have. They illegally have it. So the 393 million is probably more like 500 million, buddy. So look, clearly your balls haven't dropped yet, which is fine. Eventually you'll get there, but you probably have never had to protect anyone in your life. You probably still have your dad around who probably protects you, or your girlfriend does it for you, or your boyfriend. Hey, I'm not judging whatever floats your boat nowadays. Here's the reality of all these gun controllers. They fail to realize that the amount of deaths caused by guns is literally not a percentage point compared to the leading causes of death in America. If you really care about people dying, why don't you get on here and you talk about smoking? Number one way to prevent an early death, or what's considered an early death in America: stop smoking. But no one talks about it. How about driving? Stop texting. Don't text while you drive. Who's talking about that? Let's talk about medical mess ups. And yeah, you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying a medical mess up. So look, I don't know who you people are. I don't know what your goal is here. But if your goal is to sit here and tell someone like me, hey, you know what, you should just give your guns up. Yeah, give them up. Once again, you've done this in the wrong country. But good luck.